Picture this. You've been staring at charts for 6 hours straight. Your last 5 trades have all been losses, and you can feel the anger building with each red number. You're checking your positions every 10 minutes, even though you know it changes nothing. Maybe your spouse mentioned last night that you seem different, more irritable. You caught yourself thinking about opening a larger position to get even after your latest loss. Does this sound familiar? Knowing when to step away from the markets is often more valuable than knowing when to enter them. The difference between successful traders and those who blow up their accounts isn't just about strategy or risk management. It's about emotional intelligence. Most traders treat breaks as admissions of failure or weakness. In reality, taking breaks is one of the most professional things you can do. Today, we're exploring the warning signs that indicate you need to step away from trading before you do any damage to perhaps your account or even mental health. More importantly, we're going to learn how to recognize these signs early and use breaks properly to improve your long-term performance. So today, the presentation is on signs it's time to take a break from trading. Let's dive in. Your emotional state is the most reliable indicator of when you need to take a trading break. Yet, it's often the hardest to recognize when you're in the middle of it. Let's look at the signs now. So the first one is increased irritability. This means beyond your normal temperament signals that trading stress is affecting your emotional regulation. You find yourself snapping at family members or getting frustrated. This irritability often starts subtle but gradually increases until it affects every aspect of your life. Now, when trading stress begins kind of bleeding into your personal relationships, it's a clear sign that you need space from the markets. The next sign is checking positions obsessively. This indicates that you've lost the healthy detachment necessary for good trading. You're refreshing your trading platform every few minutes, checking positions on your phone during dinner, or waking up at night to see how Asian markets are affecting your trades. Now, this compulsive monitoring creates a feedback loop where constant checking increases anxiety. The next one is revenge trading. This emerges generally after a loss. You catch yourself thinking, I'm going to show the market, or I'm going to get my money back, rather than following your strategy. Now, these thoughts indicate that ego has replaced logic in your decision-making process. The next one is sleep. If your sleep is disrupted and you're thinking about trading or the loss, then it's really important that you start to work on this, because sleep is one of the most important things in our life. Next, physical tension. This can manifest as headaches, neck pain, shoulder tension, or even stomach problems. Your body often recognizes stress before your conscious mind does, and you'll start to feel physical symptoms as well. So listen to your body. And the next one is emotional volatility. This can show up as extreme reactions to normal trading events. Small losses may feel devastating. So think about this, your emotional volatility and reactions. Decision paralysis. This occurs when you find yourself unable to pull the trigger on trades that clearly meet your criteria. So, loss of perspective. This happens when daily trading results begin to feel like life or death situations rather than trading outcomes, or, treating trading as a business. Now, recognizing these warning signs early on allows you to take breaks before they escalate into any more severe problems. So please think about these warning signs, and if you're experiencing any of them, then it's time to take a break. Now let's look at some more signs that it's time for you to perhaps take a break from the markets, even if it's a day, a few days. So trading stress often manifests first in your relationships with family and friends, and it can make social interactions quite difficult at times. So maybe you'll find that your partner or your spouse complains about your mood or even your availability. When someone you know well mentions changes in your personality or priorities, it's worth taking this seriously. Partners or spouses could often notice distraction or even when your mood changes. Now, the next one is socially being isolated. This can sometimes emerge, and this is human behavior as well. When we go through stress, pain, trauma, we generally become more introvert. So we're not as engaging. Meaning, if you're skipping family dinners to watch markets or cancelling plans to analyze charts, this isolation reduces your support connection. This is exactly what you need right now if you're going through this stress. Defensive responses to questions or concerns about your trading suggest you're becoming protective about any criticism. You react strongly when family members express concerns about your trading obsession or results. Now, this defensiveness often indicates awareness that something is wrong, but reluctance to address it. Neglecting responsibilities. This can mean that you're becoming more distracted with trading, meaning that you're not doing as many household duties or family obligations. So really think about all of these signs. Relationship conflicts increase in frequency or intensity, often about topics that wouldn't normally cause arguments. So think about this. Trading success means nothing if it's destroying the relationships that make life meaningful. So when to take different types of breaks. Not all trading breaks are the same. Different situations require different types of breaks to be effective. So, intentional breaks, hours to days, address immediate emotional or psychological issues that can be resolved quickly. Take these when you notice kind of acute emotional responses that you're experiencing, maybe revenge trading or impulsive decision making. Step away for the rest of the trading session for about 24 to 48 hours if you can, to allow your emotions to settle. Use this time to connect with people, relax, maybe physical activity, but non-trading activities. Next, we have strategic breaks, sometimes weeks to months. And of course, you don't have to do it. It's just suggestions. This addresses your deeper mindset psychology issues. It helps you to increase skill development, or perhaps you've got other things going on in your life. Take these when you notice consistent rule violations or when external life stress is affecting trading. Use this time to just relax, maybe for education, back testing, or addressing personal issues that are affecting your trading performance. Recovery breaks, months to quarters. Again, these are just suggestions. Now, this is a time when you need to address serious psychological burnout, financial loss, or relationship damage from trading. Take these after major account drawdowns, when trading has seriously affected personal relationships, or when you've developed unhealthy obsessions. Use this time for complete mental rest. Seasonal breaks. This can provide a regular rest period that prevents the accumulation of stress, and it helps maintain long-term perspective. Take regular vacations and holidays if you can from trading, even when performance is good. It just helps to maintain balance and prevent burnout. Education breaks. Focusing on your skill development when your current approach isn't working or you need to develop new capabilities. Market condition breaks. Respond to unusual market environments that don't suit your trading style or strategy. It's important to be mindful if your strategy works in current market conditions. Taking breaks during unsuitable market conditions helps to keep your capital and prevents strategy abandonment. When your performance plateaus, it's a time to address periods when your trading has stopped improving despite continued effort. So sometimes stepping away allows your subconscious to process information and can lead to breakthrough insights. It's the best time. These breaks often result in significant performance improvements when you return. The key is matching the time of break to the specific issue you're experiencing, rather than taking generic time off that doesn't address the underlying problems. Taking a break from trading is more than just placing trades. Effective breaks require intentional planning. So this means complete market disconnection, means avoiding all trading related content, not just avoiding placing trades. Perhaps you'll find that you just stop checking market prices and reading the financial news. Sometimes it's important to completely detach, but of course the choice is yours. Remove trading access by logging out of platforms, uninstalling mobile apps. Again, if you're having a complete break, you have to completely 100% detach from all activities and engage in different activities that provide satisfaction and joy. Physical exercise, hobbies, social activities. These activities help restore your kind of emotional balance, and they provide fresh perspective on your current trading challenges. Review and learn from the circumstances that led to needing a break, but avoid obsessing over the past trades or losses. You may want to kind of just write this down and journal what happened, why you need to take a break, what you can do to improve next time, and rebuild gradually when returning to trading rather than jumping back in at full position sizes or frequency. Maybe start with smaller positions, limited trading frequency, and of course professional support. Perhaps if you're really finding that your mental health is struggling, there's much professional support out there, counselors, coaches, psychotherapists. Sometimes external perspective is necessary to evaluate whether you're actually addressed or you've addressed the issues, that meant that you needed the break. Effective breaks are structured, purposeful. They're designed to address specific issues rather than proving or just providing temporary relief from trading stress. So let's talk about the benefits of taking breaks. Now, understanding the positive outcomes of good breaks helps overcome the resistance most traders feel about stepping away from the markets. Now, the first one is you're going to get a mind reset. It allows your emotional systems to return back to normal rather than operating under this kind of stress. Now, time away from daily markets helps restore perspective on what constitutes normal market behavior versus crisis situations. The distance from recent losses or wins allows more objective assessment of your trading performance. Improved decision making. Results from operating from a clear mind rather than under stress is going to help you to see things more clearly. Breaks allow your prefrontal cortex to regain dominance over your emotional brain. Decision fatigue from concentrating choices gets reset during break periods. Fresh perspective on markets and strategies often emerges when you step away from daily charts and watching your positions constantly. Many traders report breakthrough insights about their strategies or even market understanding during periods of timeout. Physical health recovery from the stress that you've experienced. Break periods allow for better sleep, improved nutrition, and more physical activity that supports overall well-being. Long-term sustainability of your trading career through maintaining good mindset and physical health rather than burning out. Traders who build strategies into their approach often have longer, more successful careers than those who never step away. Think about that. And performance improvement when you return. Many traders find that their best trading periods follow breaks rather than continuous trading. The most successful traders are the ones who can step away from trading and take that time out to reset and rebalance. Creating a specific personalized plan for implementing trading breaks ensures you'll actually use this tool when you need it most. Immediate assessment of your current state using the warning signs discussed throughout this presentation. Now rate yourself on emotional, performance, physical, relationship, and financial indicators and identify which warning signs are currently present in your life. Then you can determine whether you need an immediate break or you need a longer break. So remember your support system. Share your ideas with friends and families about taking breaks as they support you. Now remember that implementing a break system is a high sign of professional maturity, not weakness. The most successful traders are those who can step away rather than those who never stop trading. Your willingness to take breaks when necessary often determines whether you're have a long, successful trading career. Start building your break system today, because the time you need it the most is precisely when you'll be least able to think clearly about implementing it. The best traders know when not to trade. Make sure you're one of them. So I hope you found this presentation valuable. Please be mindful that you should always prioritize your health and well-being. If you have any comments or questions, I'm always here, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Look, I understand you're exhausted, pouring your heart and countless late hours into trading strategies, only to see those same frustrating results staring back at you. There are many traders who genuinely believe the next shiny strategy is their golden ticket. They're convinced that this time it'll be different. But here's the truth. Your strategy isn't what's holding you back. Not even close. So how do you actually start seeing real progress? Well, let me break it down for you. First, you've got to pick one strategy and stick to it. And I mean really commit to it. Think about it. Every time you jump ship to a new strategy, you're basically hitting the reset button on everything you've learned. It's like trying to get in shape but switching workout programs every week. You'll never see results that way. Choose something that matches with your personality and fits your life. If you work full-time, don't pick a day trading strategy that requires you to stare at the charts all day. Be realistic. Find something with a proven track record. Then give it time it deserves, at least 3 months of your undivided attention. Next, you want to make peace with probabilities. Here's the brutal reality. You'll hit losing streaks that make you question everything. Even the best traders in the world do. Don't be that trader who abandons ship after a few bad trades. Pull back. Look at the bigger picture. Are you tracking at least 30 trades before making any judgments? Are you actually following your rules, or are you improvising? Trust the process and understand that if you've got a good edge and you're executing properly, the profits will come. Third, and this one hits close to home for me, focus on the process, not the payout. Chasing money is a one-way ticket to emotional decisions. Instead, fall in love with execution. Be obsessive about following your rules. Did you enter exactly where you were supposed to? Did you set your stop exactly where your plan dictated? Did you take profits exactly where you said you would? Now, when traders shift their focus from make money to execute perfectly, their trading transforms. The money follows naturally. Fourth, you need to embrace doing nothing. We've been conditioned our entire lives to believe that working harder means better results, but trading flips this on its head. Sometimes the best work you can do is to sit on your hands. Now, the best traders I know aren't the ones constantly in and out of the market. They're the patient ones who wait days, sometimes weeks for their exact setup. And they are totally at peace with that. You need to see yourself as a sniper, not someone spraying bullets, hoping to hit something. Your edge comes from quality, not quantity. Practice the discipline of saying, this isn't it, and then walk away. Get comfortable with the silence between trades and find peace in knowing that by not trading, you're actually making that professional decision. Commit to one strategy and give it time to work. Understand that losing streaks are part of the game, even with winning strategies. Fall in love with perfect execution instead of chasing money, and master the art of patience and selective trading. Now, give these principles a solid 90-day commitment and watch your trading journey transform.